for joining us. I want to talk to you about something that's really, really cool that we've created. You know, our goal is to share the wealth. What is wealth? Wealth is information. Wealth is knowledge. Wealth is education. Wealth is having the ability to go out and execute and make it happen and do things. The Success and Money Foundation, our purpose is to provide free success and money classes for anyone, anywhere. Our mandate, why are we here, is to be able to improve generations of lives. Not only your life, but whole generations of lives. Now, as a foundation, as a charity, as an NGO, our goal is to go out there and help other people. And so we have all these best-selling authors and educators that have allowed us to use some of their wonderful material to be able to put on our platform where you can learn about success and money. What's so cool about this is that we have students that have been online for well over 300 hours. Some are closer to 400 hours that they're going through classes. Now, if you're going to college, you know, this is like getting a college education, but instead of things that you're never going to use, this is totally about success and money. Now, one of the ways we do that is with a QR code. So we have been working feverishly to create a simple way that you can simply pull out your phone and be able to pull out your QR code and be able to show people how that they can get their free membership. And so that's what we've created. And so all of you have that ability to be able to do that. Simply be able to go to the site, log on, and then underneath your name, go to the QR codes. So I've got two great guests that are going to help us today. We've got Jacob, that is going to be with us, and Daryl. And Jacob's going to show you how to do that on the computer so that you know how to do it. And then we're going to do it again using your phone. And so it'll pull up your QR code. And then once you do that, I simply just took a photo of it. So now it's on here. And then anytime I want to be able to share the wealth, I just give people my QR code. All right, Jake, why don't you go ahead and share the site, and let's give them a quick tutorial about this new wonderful thing we have, which is our QR code.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So yeah, the QR code is going to make a huge difference instead of having to copy that link and send it to people and make sure you're getting credit for the referrals. All you'll have to do is show them this picture, have them scan it with their camera, and it'll take them right to the site, right just to set up, easy to go. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to sign in like you always do. Make sure you're signed in, make sure it says hi, and then your name up in the top right in this tab. Then you just go hover over it and then click that referral QR code. Now, either if you want to look at your QR code, you can click this button, and if for any reason that button's not working, just copy this link and paste it in your browser. So for now, we'll just click that button. This will take you directly to that QR code for you to be able to save. And like Tom was saying, either screenshot or do whatever you can. So if you have a group of people over to your house and you want it a little bit bigger, like yesterday, they're able to share a screen of their laptop to a bunch of people that were visiting at the Make a Difference project. And they were able to all scan this at the exact same time and get 100 people signed up in like a half hour or so. So that's an easy way to get lots of people. Let's say if you're helping your whole family sign up or something like that, pull it up on your computer and show them all. But if you're just sharing with a friend, the next excellent way is with your phone. So I'm going to stop sharing and let Daryl share his screen, and we'll show you how to do the exact same thing.
Good. Before you do that, before we go out of there, so I want you to scroll up. So when you this is your code, so you can take a photo of it or whatever to be able to show people. Then when they get ready to register, when it comes up on their phone, it'll look like this. They'll have a place for the first name, last name, a display name, their gamer name to keep track of them on the fun leaderboards, an email, a text number, and a password. Then the piece that's right below that, which is so cool, is that you can come in and say, hey, I'm just an individual. Go up just a little bit. I'm an individual and I want to sign up just as an individual. And that's great. Now, if you happen to be a school or a church or any kind of a fun group, then this is where you can go in and be part of that group and compete as a group. Now, you'll notice that if we pull up to success and money groups, which is the very first one, we call those SAM groups. Success and money groups. And then the next one is, well, where are you? Well, you happen to be in the Philippines, for example, and then you'll come down and pick your team. And the group we did yesterday, they're all part of it, living in Tarlac, and they're part of a group, or a church group. And then you click on that one. And so all this part does is make it so you can have more competitions in your groups. If you go back up to the top and you see high schools, for example, click on high school, you'll see that it says, okay, well, what's the name of your high school? And then that will show you the name of the high school, and then it'll say, what grade are you in? And so all the high schools around the world get to compete with each other. Inside the high schools, all the grades get to compete with each other. And inside the grades, all the students get to compete with each other. But now I'm going to have Daryl show his phone, because I want to have him show you how we do this as well on your phone. So you can see there he is right there. He's pulled it up. And once you log in, you'll notice that there's your link. But if you want to use your QR code, just go up to the top. As you scroll up, you can see the 3 lines. And then you'll log in, of course. And then you'll click on QR code. And then what you can do is click here to see and share your QR code. And there is your unique QR code. So simply make a copy of that, do a screenshot of that so that you can share that with other people. And then when you share that with people, you are the enroller. You're the one that enrolled them. And when they share it with other people, then that makes you an influencer. So that's the 2 big pieces that we have on there. So that gives you your unique one. Once they sign up and they log in, they will get their own personalized QR code. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to Jake. Jake, let's go back for a second. I want to show you some other great things that we've created in the site with what we call sheets. Now, sheets is a very simple, easy way to see how well you're doing on the leaderboards against other people. So as Jake is sharing that, we're going to come back and I'm going to show you the new Sheets program, because as you are sharing this with other people, we want to be able to show them some good news. So the first good news we want to show them is go over to the success/charity and pull it down to the good news sheet. So this is a fun way to be able to do it, because now you can simply go to your phone and be able to show people on your phone. But I want to just give you some good news of what you have accomplished. We have over 8,400 students, and you've been online for over 107,000 hours. 66,000 of those hours have been doing online classes, and 41,000 of those have been coming to a live class similar to the one you're on today. With that, the foundation has sent out over 25,000 small micro financial rewards for students for going to class and for sharing the wealth with other people. And over 3,000 of you have received a financial reward. So 3,000 separate people have done that. And when you get any money from us, you have to put it into your investment account. That's the deal. That's the key. And then what is amazing is that on average, our students have received 9 financial rewards, some more, some less. But what's amazing is that's what it is on average. Now, the thing that's so amazing to me is that the way that this foundation has grown, first of all, this is not my foundation. I'm the one that started it with my wife, but this is your foundation to be able to share the wealth with other people by helping them learn different techniques to be more successful. 761 of you so far have pulled out your QR code or pulled out your link and shared it with someone else, and they have signed up and got a free membership. The reason that this is so important is that's the only way we can truly share the wealth. And when they've done that, 761 of you have done that. And on average, our students have done 11. So when you see the referral rewards or the influencer, you'll notice how many you have, but the average is 11 around the world. And we've sent out over 2,600 referral or influencer rewards. And the other thing that is so impressive is that the 3,000 of you that we've sent money to, you have some kind of an investment or bank account that's connected. Now, the second part is finding out how many people are actively investing, not trading. We're not traders, we're investors. And we're going to talk about that in our next segment. But we're going to talk a little bit about that next piece. But it's amazing that so many of you are on your road to financial independence by doing these things. The Earn While You Learn, we've given out over 4,400 of you have completed a course. And you'll notice that the most popular one is 25 ways to make more money, followed by the 5 steps to financial freedom. And then, of course, we have the Earn While You Learn. Now, the one that I'm really excited about is the one on the bottom, which is the Make a Difference, which are the acts of service. And this is a much bigger one. This is just how many that we have the ability to be able to see. So all of that is in your pull down, and it's very simple to be able to see that and be able to use it. Let's go back to the success and charity pull down at the very top. And then as that comes down here, you'll notice that we have another one that's called Good News Growth Chart. Now, the Good News Growth Chart is just the online classes. Okay, it's figured on just the online classes. As you scroll down just a little bit, you can see how it's arcing, how it's just going crazy. It's just about 2 years ago. Well, not even 2 years ago, January, about a year ago. You can see that we only had a couple hundred students and maybe a couple thousand hours, and now we're just cranking it. Let's go back to the success and charity one. And the next one I want to show you is the students that have received a reward. This is pretty amazing. And again, this scholarship fund was named after my mom and dad, the Jim and Zoma Painter Scholarship Fund. And you can see that's a fun picture with some of their grandkids. That's probably the best picture ever of my dad. But we've given out over 2,500 different awards. Now, as you scroll down, you can see this is the names of just partial names of the people that we know of that have received some kind of a reward. And you can see that there's thousands and thousands of you that have received a reward from us. So congratulations. This is pretty amazing of what we've been able to do. Okay, let's go back up to the success and charity. And then you can see that there's other pieces that you can see, the testimonials, student advice and stuff like that. And you can kind of look at that on your own. Let's flip over to the next side, which is the leaderboards. And the fun one that we have is the top enroller photos. So let's go to the top enroller photos. And you can see that occasionally we'll go in and recalculate and see who are the top enrollers. These are the ones that have personally enrolled the most people. And then as you scroll down, you can see here's the names of all those different people's in photos. Let's go back up to the leaderboard. And let's go down to the enroller sheet. There you go, the enroller sheet. And so you can see Daryl's the top dog right now with 112 people that he's personally enrolled, and what is amazing is that they've been online for 4,500 hours. Now, this is a combination of going through classes that are just on the site and coming to live events like the one you're on right now. But you can see that Carlisle and Johnson are making a huge difference in people's lives. So these are the number of people that they've personally enrolled by simply sharing their QR code with other people. Let's go back to the leaderboard and let's come down to the influencer. Now, what's an influencer? Let's go to the influencer sheet. The influencer sheet. So what this is, that is two things. So you can see the top one all time is Johnson, that he and his wife have enrolled 141 people, but they enrolled an additional 192 people. And as a grand total, they've been online for over 8,000 hours. And you can see we have Carlisle, Ethan, and Daryl, and all of you that are on here. Now, what is so amazing is scroll down if you would, and you're going to have to scroll fast because there's 761 of you that have done that. So congratulations. This is pretty impressive what you're doing. Let's go back to the leaderboard, if you would, please. And you can see, just if you go to the influencer photos, I'm going to show you the influencer photo. So this is our top influencers, which are the most people that they've enrolled. And then those people enrolled more people. And you can see those are our photos, and we'll continue to update this as we go. Coming back to the leaderboard, a couple last little pieces we have on here is, and again, where it says time frame, if you are on a laptop or a desktop, those are wonderful because that's the search stuff that you can search, and you can look at 7 days, you can look at 24 hours, you can look at all time. But on a phone, sometimes it's kind of hard to be able to see that. So the next big piece is the group settings. So let's click on the organization sheet. And you can see right now, here are the top 10 organizations. And so it starts with a category. What are you? Well, I'm in a country, or I'm a church, or I'm a high school, or I'm a charity, or I'm a SAM group, a success and money group. And then it'll show you the top organizations, the number of students, and the number of hours. So the Philippines is the top one right now, and they have pretty amazing. They've got 936 students that have been on for 37,000 hours. But we've got churches right there. In number 3, we've got a church that has got 283 of you that have 8,000 hours. You've got a high school in number 5 right there. And you've also got SAM groups and charities and stuff like that. So that is pretty amazing. Let's go back up to the leaderboard and let's pull it down to the subgroup. Now the subgroup is very similar, but this goes down one more step. So on the groups, it's the category. What category are you? I'm a school, I'm a church, I'm a charity, a country, whatever it is. The second one is the organization. Well, tell us the name of your organization. You know, the name of your high school or the name of your congregation or the name of your business. And then the subgroup is the coolest one because we can add that as well. So you'll notice there's the subgroups that we have, and it'll also show you the top number of students and the top number of hours. So you can see that the Philippines is doing well in the first and second. And third place, we have a congregation, a church, and the subgroup are the adults. So the adults are outperforming a lot of the other people that are in here. And again, you can go and look at the time frame, but you probably want to look at it on a computer because there's just so much data that's in there. And then of course you can see number 7 is a high school, the 10th graders and things like that. So that's the new system that we've created. We have all these new things for you to be able to use. And of course, our next goal is to be able to put more of these in more languages. So it's easier for you to be able to see and understand and the classes that we're doing. And and there's a little trick to that. And many of you know, and I'm going to go back to the referral page for 1 second, if you would, Jake. You know, if you go to YouTube, and I'm going to show you that in 1 second, but let's go over to hi Jake, and go to your QR code again. And you'll notice that once you share this with someone, and again, all you're doing is you're sharing it here. Once they go there, then they're going to see this page. But down below there, you'll notice that we're starting to put some of these great videos in different languages. And so you'll notice the one down on the bottom. If you click on the 100,000 hours, it will show you in English, but it'll also show you in other languages. Okay, go ahead and pause. So our goal is to be able to help you to be able to tell people and share the wealth in different languages. Now, the last thing is I'm going to have Jake open up a brand new window, and I'm going to take him to YouTube. So let's go to YouTube. Now, if you want to be able to look to see these in different languages, and then we're going to search Success and Money Foundation, and all of you should be joining this. And as long as you put the name foundation in it, it's really easy to be able to find it. So there you are right there. Let's scroll down just a little bit to the one of the class, scroll up just a little bit. Let's go to probably the millionaire psych. Let's go to the I just want to show the 5 steps. Let's see if that one has been done. Okay, and then when you do it, you'll click on closed caption. And you'll see that it has the closed caption. So this is a trick that you can do with YouTube that very few people know. But the little gear that's next to it, you'll notice that we want to click on the subtitles. Then you click on the little gear right there. And then you go back up. Let's click on subtitles right there. Then it says auto translate. Click on the auto translate and then go find your language. Let's find the Filipino language. And then if you click the play, you'll notice that it will put the transcription in different languages on the bottom. Now, sometimes it takes a minute to be able to go grab it, and it also depends on which video it is, if they've had the ability to transcribe it into these different languages. So on many of these that works pretty well, some of them that it doesn't work quite as well. But that's a little trick for you. Okay, if you're, click on the auto translate one more time. Let's see if it's, let's pick a different language just for fun. Oh, something easy. Spanish. Let's do Spanish. And let's just see for a chance of, there you go. So you can see that they've already got this one translated into Spanish. So you can hear it in English and you can also listen to it in your own language. Okay. All right. I'm done with the sharing on that particular one. So congratulations. this is the way that we change the world. This is how you make a difference in the world. You give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, but you give him a fishing pole or sell him a fishing pole and teach him how to fish. Well, you can feed himself and his whole family for their whole lifetime. But if you teach him how to teach, you can change a generation. You can not only change his kids, but his grandkids and his great grandkids. You can connect the dots going back. You look at where we are today, and I connect the dots going back to my parents and to my grandparents and my great grandparents, and things that happened to them and the things that they learned that they passed on to the next generation. And if it wasn't for my parents, my grandparents and great grandparents, and the things that they learned and taught me with example, and by doing it, the foundation wouldn't exist. Because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where we're at, and wouldn't be able to pass this on to you. So thank you so much for watching. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about our next section, which is investing, not trading, but investing, and talk a little bit about all the crazy stuff that's going around the world. And remember, it's just a game, and games are fun. We'll